And when are we leaving for this boat?
29th.
When is the... So, like, okay, so... And what day is it today?
It'll be 25th in the morning when you will wake up.
So it'll still be like, what, 2-3 days before it is even done? It'll be done 2 or 3 days after we leave.
Correct, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we
You'll get
know
to come
that
back to shiny new guns.
However, we know that this boat is going to other places to pick up other passengers.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially, if you know where the boat is going to go and be at a certain day or period of time, you could pay to have your gun shipped to a specific city where the boat will be. And then you can just gun it off the boat, pick up your gun, and get back to the boat.
Excuse me while I check the world map for wherever the fuck you're actually gonna be by the time this gun is finished.
It is 2 guns, and I believe
Guns.
someone else was also getting
Sandra
one
put
of
in a
those.
911.
Yes, Sandra.
What do you mean the page you tried to reach does not exist? It's the world map. How do you lose the world map? Stupid piece of shit. Not the political map of the world, just a map of the world. What is wrong with you people? This amazing map shows you where all the countries are. That's called a map!
What?
I don't fucking know.
That sounds like sorcery.
I'm bringing up an ocean match.
Heresy!
An ocean map should be more useful. Fuck it anyway. Why they all got watermarks on them? Fuck it, whatever. You're basically going to be sailing down from where you guys are into the Atlantic Ocean. And then spending some time in the Caribbean Sea. We've got a ding dong. Wing wing. There you go. So yes, you'll be going through the North Atlantic primarily.
So we're going to be going to the Caribbean. I mean, there's tons and tons of like inhabited islands in the fucking Caribbean. You could get a plane to ship out your stuff.
I mean, maybe.
It's just a suggestion. Possible solution.
Now, Simon Rossi, you wanted to identify that magical earring you got from the witch, yes?
Yes, that is something we should probably do before we head out.
Well, you've got a few days before you leave, so you've got time to prep. You can wake up on the morning of the 25th with 4 whole days left to go. What you gonna do?
Yeah, let's start by identifying that earring. So, what would you like for that?
Oh wait, wasn't me and
Oh yeah, we have to do the
thing.
hallucinations for that kind of stuff.
That's right, you want to go on a vision quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, are you identifying before or after your vision quest?
Let's do it beforehand real quick so that we get that out of the way.
Sure. Your character is already so intelligent that it is not a challenge for you to discover what the fuck this thing does. Gonna list 2 players. Put in the magical gear. Okay, you have found the Jewelry of Resource. This neatly crafted earring is dormant until summoning magic is cast. Creatures that are summoned whilst wearing this gain 1 hero point. This hero point is as efficient as the casting hero's own. If a creature has a special ability not normally usable, as it requires a power point, for instance, some heroic stuff you've gone against could only use an ability once or twice, it's because it had a power point, the hero point can be used in place of it. Objects summoned while wearing this can be utilized with a heroic action once for free. So, like, if you have an ability that takes a hero point, or you just want to spend a hero point while attacking with it, you can do that once for free. It is considered part of the weapon. You can do this once per summon. Okay, once per summoned creature, once per summoned object.
Huh, that's a neat item.
They do not know if the children have been returned to being human currently veiled. They have been at the broken table, well, taken off your hands the broken table now for all of a day. Maybe 2 by this point, I think 2. No one's checked, so they don't know. Excuse me, I'm gonna... This throat sweet. A Jakeman's. It's quite foul. But it helps. Otherwise I'll be choking on my throat within the next, like, 20 minutes. Yum, yum, yum. So yes, that's what that does. It's specifically really only useful if someone summons people,
stuff,
like
yeah.
creatures, people, or objects, but otherwise it is a very good pairing.
Yeah, if only I learned the summon Vivillor spell. Eventually.
You just summon fucking demons.
I mean, I have a book that has it, so I just have to study up on that eventually.
Mm-hmm. Good old summoning magic.
I suppose it's on to Vision Quest then.
Sorry, I'm muted.
It's fine.
Vision Quest. Vision Quest.
Drugs.
Does this mean I have to shoot Simon?
No, I'm drinking blood that's already laced with it.
Oh, that's right. You're drinking the witch's blood.
And how does Sandra intend on getting high?
Sorry.
I do believe I was making a batch for her since she specifically wanted to do something like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it was gonna go. Since I'm pretty sure you actually can't just stab me with the arrow anymore.
You're too tough for it, are you?
Yeah, it's just been the needle. Just, because it does like 1d4 damage, and I have like 7 DR.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could still find a way, I'm sure. But yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can have.
Just have a batch and actually take it like a normal, sane person.
Yeah, instead of
shoot
like
myself.
you know, yeah, shooting yourself with it.
Oh,
Mara is disappointed that she doesn't get to shoot yet another companion with a fucking crossbow and watch him go on a vision quest.
I mean, it'll happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want that to happen now.
I've also updated the OpenSea job with additional details.
I guess I'll just have to settle for watching.
Look, everyone needs a minder. I'm sure Stray will agree.
This is in fact correct.
There you go. Thank you, Mysterious Voice. I, on the other hand, have been just sort of preparing backgroundy details. But yes, you are at home in Drimnar Castle. You have done a little bit of identifying after recovering the bunny peoples, well, the bunnies that used to be peoples, from a witch that read a little bit too many fairy tales and was a little bit insane. And then you had pizza. Like a lot of pizza. And some people recovered from being shittily death poisoned by shitty death poison.
Poor Shade is still sick.
Yep. Yep, she's got a tummy bug. But she insists that she'll be ready for the ship when the time comes. I believe she's sick for like an extra day.
Yeah. I will bring her some ice cream.
She'll be very appreciative. She would not be surprised if the ice cream came directly from you, because fairies seem to be weird about that. Sudden question didn't think I'd ask out loud. Can Mahira produce ice cream?
Can I produce ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
There are certain things about fairies that are inexplicable and magical for the sake of being so. So if Mahira had it in her right mind to imagine she was capable of producing such a thing, she becomes, capable of producing such a thing. It doesn't have a heavy enough impact on the fabric of the world to become impossible.
Huh. I hadn't thought of that. Okay.
There are a lot of situations where this just may come up. Like, for instance, your wings aren't actually big enough or powerful enough to lift your body off the floor. But
I mean, true.
You can be lifted by them because you believe that that is a thing that they can in fact do.
Fairies run off of the power of imagination.
Essentially, it's the Peter Pan aspect of believe in yourself and think happy thoughts. And yes, when they tried to use a needle on Sandra during spinal surgery, they couldn't, and I believe had to cut her with a magic knife to go through her DR.
Something like that, yes.
You need an enchanted syringe.
You can cast magic weapon on a syringe. In fact, you could put it on the syringe and make it cold and be like, this may feel cold for a second. Boink! What you're saying is bees are fairies in disguise. That's true. The bee should not be able to fly, but it believes that it can, and so it can. Bees are fairies. I'm okay with this. Make the world a little bit more magical than it was before we started. Okay. So. Again, more questions I never really thought I'd just, ask. How much acid are you going to be doping yourself up with? And, hey, Simon, would you like to drink all of that acid-laced blood?
Let's see. Would drinking all of it satiate me for a while, or would half of it satiate me for a while?
I mean, you've got enough to meet your needs for a day or two.
All right, let's fill up for a day or two.
Okay.
So that's all of it. Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, she got shot with what? 2 of those crossbow bolts, or was it just 1?
I don't remember.
I think it was 2.
It sounds like 2 probably is a thing that happened. So yeah, you're gonna get crazy fucking high. Sandra, your companion's going to be drinking 2 crossbow bolts worth. How much acid are you going to do?
Oh god. I'm two. Okay, I know Sandra's constitution is a bit stronger than normal.
Yep.
But how does a bit fare against drugs?
Pardon?
You know what? I'm gonna do 3.
Okay. I need to add more to this hallucination table. I want it to become massive. Right now, it's only got 21 options in it.
Oh.
I just
Add
added...
the 40k ones!
No, they're all kind of a bit horrible for this game. I mean, there are some weird ones in here, and they're fun. But okay. So you're going to do 3 crossbow bolts.
That seems like a... That seems...
Wait. Sandra's going to drink 3 crossbow bolts worth of acid.
Yes.
Near
I mean,
lethal,
or if
Each of those is calibrated to almost kill a person.
This is Sandra. Indeed, if you wanted her to absorb LSD by getting shot by these crossbows, you have to cast a magic weapon on your crossbow first.
Hmm.
On the plus side, it isn't getting plunged directly into her bloodstream, so I suppose she has that benefit going for her. However, I'm afraid you can't choose to fail these checks, so time to do some resistance tests.
Alright.
Fortitude!
Oh God!
Every time with this.
All right.
Sandra.
So Sandra, nothing happens. You pass the you crit, which means your second test isn't made at like any negatives for having already been shot with it once before, and the negative for passing again is like really minimal. You try, you really do try, but the world does nothing more than get like swimmy and pleasant. You're on a very gentle trip. Simon, on the other hand, is losing his fucking mind.
Do the acid flashbacks from here on out get worse?
Yeah, you know what? He didn't he crit fail last time as well?
Yeah,
Did.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm putting a counter on your character sheet. A second here. GM notes. But no, we'll make him visible. Alright then. Simon Rossi has undergone critical failure with near lethal dosages of acid, LSD, brackets, multiple times.
Good news is you're a vampire now.
Certain events, despite his vampiric nature, will trigger acid flashbacks. These will be intensely violent, as though another test had been critically failed. Due to his nature, these flashbacks are thankfully unable to kill him. Save changes. That's right there in your bio. You can see it on the front there, Simon. It's just this copy paste. So, I'm going to hit this button, a hallucination table, and we're going to find out what happens to you.
You sure you don't want me to push it?
You see a tiny man the size of your thumb dancing a merry jig on the palm of your hand.
Alright, cool. That is one of the first stages that happens. That's immediately the first thing that happens. Of course, last time
So
you
does
went...
the tiny man have someone in his palm?
Yes. Yeah, no, trying to look too hard will make the world swim as you see many a tiny man. Not only that, the last time Simon Rossi hallucinated super hard, it was to the imagination that he was surrounded by lots of hymns. Everything had his face or his voice or something. So now, of course, he sees, as you would expect, a tiny Simon Rossi doing a little crazy man dance.
This is wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, Sandra, like, you take this first hit and you're like, that didn't do anything. And then you drink down a second and you're like, when is it supposed to hit then? And you take a third. And you're thinking, maybe it just didn't, you know, it hasn't taken yet. You can wait, you'll wait it out. But about the same time that, like, you don't really get synesthesia, like, the world sort of, you know, if you turn the bloom filter up a little bit too high, like, you basically, all you have that going for you is that your senses are a little bit heightened, such as it were. And you're thinking, alright, maybe it's getting somewhere, it's going to kick in for real. And then you see Simon, who is just lost, staring at his hand. And now would you like to hit the rollable table yourself?
Me?
Someone said I would not recommend drinking Sandra's blood right now. You think he's tripping now? Of course, he'd have to get through her skin first, though. Oh my.
Huh.
That's actually hard.
Huh? No, that was for Amjad to keep rolling. You're fine. Like, you're actually okay.
Oh, I was supposed to roll. I thought
Yeah,
you said
no,
Bob
no,
to
no,
roll.
no, no.
Yeah.
No, Amjad. Yeah, Bob passed.
Can we
You
use,
got...
can we use Amsal's? Can we use Rob's as that?
I just keep rolling great.
Oh shit. Oh, what was the command for making it so a table wouldn't bring up a number result in the end? I've forgotten.
You put the 1T hallucinations inside a set of square brackets itself, so...
But I'm just hitting it on the roll table itself. So that 1T isn't really doing anything. Like, there is no... The 1T isn't a visible option.
I'll just copy-paste it into Discord for you.
Just...
Literally that. Scan.
Oh, I see. So you don't use a table, you would use a macro button that's got that in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. There are some fucking fantastic hallucinations in there. Alright, add. There we go, okay. I just added that one as well. Hey Stray, if you keep an eye out on the stream, you'll see one of the latest ones that have gone into that list.
Okay, I didn't have the stream open.
One of the
It
options
says
is...
you become best friends with the nearest fruit.
Right now, Simon has a tiny dancing Simon in his hand, the size of his thumb, dancing a merry jig. However, that merry jig gradually transcends merry jig and changes to hurried striptease. As your own clothes feel hot and itchy, you are compelled to immediately remove them. Sandra, things are getting a little bit weird over here.
It's not the drug. Well, it is the drug.
It is the drugs, just not on you.
It is highly amount of drugs.
So Simon, for crit failing these, like, over-lethal dosages of chemicals twice in a row, you can now trigger acid flashbacks on random events, which is fun. I get to punish you with that semi-regularly.
Cool.
Yeah, that
cool.
includes all of his clothing, so there's going to just be a naked Simon Rossi running around unless someone stops him.
Yeah, I don't want him near the kids.
Speaking of someone says that out loud, like, Sandra, you're a fucking parent now. What are you doing trying to get dangerously high?
I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah!
talk to my back.
The fairy is more responsible than you.
Just
Takes a village.
I like how watch as her friends freak out. I think if me Simon Rossi freaks out, Sandra's just looking there confused, like, is this it? I'm not getting the same response.
Yeah, you just start hearing, oh god, I forgot what that fucking song is. Oh no, it's gonna mess with my head. Like, it sounds kind of dream sequency and electro at the same time.
That thing, the Purple Haze, are you?
Nah,
The Jimi Hendrix? No.
it was a bit electro. I'll locate it, I'm sure. In fact, I remember I had an even better version of it that was remixed into another thing that I'm just gonna have to now look up. Alright. Wait, what? Alright, Mahara has racked up her crossbow again.
All right, Sandra. Come on. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, hey, my man. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna do that thing that I can do.
Hmm?
So this actually works. I'll just pull up my character sheet. I am going to imbue my crossbow to become magical.
Now, I want to add, it's the fact that her resistances are really high that it didn't work, not that she couldn't be penetrated.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she crit succeeded, and then passed with a over 30, and then passed with a 25 on all of her saves against dangerous acid.
Well, she's not wearing armor, so I'm just gonna say that hit.
All right.
But I don't even magic. Does it actually have my DR listed somewhere? I don't think it does.
Yeah, the damage is actually 4 because I imbued my weapon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that surpasses it for magic.
Yes, it does. It goes through your DR.
I think that will actually, yeah, because it.
All right, give me a save.
Yes and no.
You've succeeded
Okay.
now. Well, the first time was a crit, so it isn't adding negatives. You succeeded twice. You have some negatives to your save. You might make it to failure if you lowball it. No, that's an 18 still.
Oh, that hurt! What the fuck?
Oh, thought
Sandra
you
is
wanted
Captain
to
America.
die. Say through a mouth of ice cream.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I've decided I'm watching her kid because she can't be trusted with her kid.
I mean, Lana is there as well. Lana's playing, and although Shade is like splayed out on the couch feeling sicky, she's like a responsible adult as well.
We're in a locked dungeon.
It's true, they did go down into the dungeon to go fuck around.
It's true. We're not that irresponsible.
They aren't going to get high and run around naked upstairs. Unless Simon escapes.
Well, so long as Sandra's sober, she's
Although, so this is the music Sandra hears in her head. It's safe for stream, but I don't want to play it because it's SoundCloud, which means that the minimum level of audio for it it's still incredibly high.
Yeah. Good news is I'm not planning to go
Oh,
upstairs
it's
at
death
all.
grips.
I can just watch the tiny me in my hand while I'm down in my corner.
I also like that they named the song Link Fuck You. I'm not. That's not a joke. It's just for some reason what the song name is.
that's awesome. But
Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, you pass again, and that was rolling sub 10, and you know now there are like there's just a crossbow bolt sticking out of you.
the fuck.
Did it work?
No. It just sort of like. No.
I mean, she's like when she asked did it work, like you can see the words sort of bubbling past her mouth like little waves underwater, but otherwise it doesn't really seem to be sending you on any kind of vision trips. It's probably quite funny actually.
I'm very disappointed in this.
Yeah.
Simon, I'm very disappointed in your LSD.
Simon can't hear you. Simon can't hear any of you. Hey, you want to roll that table again?
Can he taste them?
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
yeah, he can. He can taste their words. It's like sweet chocolate.
Oh, I'm gonna draw.
Nope, never
all over
mind.
his face.
Simon, the trip goes bad.
Oh, it goes real bad. It's real bad.
Complete
Oh,
ego
no.
death and curl us into a fetal position.
Yep, that is.
that's-
that is Simon's day, possibly two.
I will. When he collapses to the floor, Meher will get up and walk over to Simon. We'll pull out pull out a permanent marker, and we'll start drawing on his face.
Yep. He is not going to react. He has a complete. He is to coin the phrase of ego death. It is the complete loss of subjective self-identity.
Oh god.
That's startling.
Yeah, yeah. No, he is.
He's just. He's basically gone. He's basically.
Yeah, no.
catatonic.
Simon is no longer in the building. He's just curled up on the ground, not moving.
Look, obviously, my conscience left my body so that I could go learn the secrets of magic.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying. You're
body experience.
Yeah, he's having an out of. It's not even body. He's having an out of Simon experience. I can't describe how much it is to, like, how much our ability to absorb, use, and like provide information is based around our ego. To experience ego death is like dying, except you're absolutely still there and capable of operating like a human. You don't have the ability to, like, anything information. But hey, you'll come out of it on the other side when you rebuild your destroyed ego as possibly someone entirely different. I believe the last time I've heard someone use the phrase ego death, it was in the sense of getting killed with a death spell, but they actually survived it. When they woke up the very next day, it literally wasn't them. It was the identity of a newly rolled character stuck inside their old one. So it might not even be Simon when he comes back, although that is Simon's choice.
Opposite of Vetra.
Yeah, inverse Vetra. Like, his brain has died and a new person might climb in. Or he might just come back as Simon. He can't literally die, thankfully, because he is a vampire.
We might just have to keep calling him Simon. But I'm not Simon. There you are, Simon.
Friends, I have encountered death. I have seen the end of the universe and end of days. I have come back to tell you of its warnings.
Okay, Simon, we know you're a vampire. Just...
It'll take you some time to get back to them on that one, Simon. You are quite literally... You are catatonic now. you are curled up on the ground and will be for the next... roll me 2d24.
Roll high. Roll high.
You are
God, if you had just rolled Snake Eyes.
Yeah, for just 2 hours, he actually just comes back. No.
2 hours.
So for 27 hours, Simon Rossi is going to be catatonic. His body will still go through all of the necessaries.
Alright, after
he can be moved around.
Peyote. That's what I should have used.
I'm going to draw a big dick on Simon's forehead.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out my cell phone and text Dr. Hunter. LOL, Simon unconscious.
Unconscious but living.
Capital D.
Yep. And then, like, you turn the camera around and take a photo of Sandra, who's got, like, multiple crossbow bolts stuck out of her ass.
And it's requesting more
BTW.
Sandra's fine. Slightly pissed. And wants some peyote. Whatever the fuck that is.
Peyote. Yeah, no, not gonna really get. Yeah, not really gonna get your hands on any of that around there. Oh yeah, did you wake up with color today? That's an interesting question, considering you did all that acid thinking about it. 1d2. On a 1, you see in black and white.
I know I did the other day.
Okay, so no, today you've actually been having these weird synesthetic moments in black and white too.
No, that's...
Wow, you got fucking crit in the asshole for that damage. Alright, you want another save?
Yeah.
Crit, fail, crit, fail, crit, fail.
And she started seeing...
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Stop resisting this.
Again, even with... Okay, so it's adding -2 each time. This is the 4th bolt. You have -8. You are still passing.
God damn it.
You should be really glad that, like, by the way, that Simon doesn't have to do things like shit. Because he's a vampire. Otherwise he'd be really messy for 27 hours. He can actually just lie there for a whole, like, 2 days and nothing bad will happen to him. He had enough, well, food, quote unquote. Dangerous food, but food to be good for 2 days. So that was a nice combination. Yeah, Sandra, it's still okay. Like, you're feeling sore from, getting magically shot in the ass with a crossbow.
What, twice now?
Yeah, I mean, that attack was actually, what, a 31 for 12?
I'm gonna like look at the crossbows. I wonder if these have an expiration date.
You'd have to ask your chemist, but he's currently busy.
I'm currently busy being nothing, and I am nothing on the floor.
Well, he's not on the floor.
No, don't worry, before that happened, of course, you managed to render yourself completely naked.
Oh yeah.
You're also
So you're also cuddled nude.
I'm
Someone
gonna
should
take
fix
a.
It's
that.
perfect.
I'm
It's Simon's rebirth into the world from his ego death.
I'm gonna take a selfie with
Yes.
Simon right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's just
Find
like
yourself and just join.
unfocused eyes. Like Sandra just puts your ass on the screen, like so you just see crossbow bolts sticking into frame and one penetrated butt cheek.
Dude.
This is before selfies were really a popular thing.
Yeah.
Oh, let's take a picture with Simon and Sandra.
Oh, look out! This frame has a crack in it.
I'm
Aw.
gonna send this to Dr. Hunter.
It's fantastic. We've been going for 45 minutes and it's just immediately amazing.
I wonder. I'm
Hey,
tempted
wait.
to see if Dr. Hunter could bring home some liquor, because this.
It's not
This
working
else-
for you. It's not
Yeah.
doing anything for you. I mean, yeah, you literally, like, the world is just kind of fuzzy and pleasant. You have everything about you. It is not enough acid to put you on a trip. It's just made the world a little bit fluffy.
Let's just try again. Let's just try again.
Please.
Sandra, you're so irresponsible for doing drugs. You're immune to drugs.
Am I able to actually leave the shift?
I mean, you could, but, I mean, they don't appreciate you leaving in the middle of a hospital shift, especially if, let's face it, the excuse is, my friends kept shooting each other with LSD crossbow bolts, and now I've got to go patch them up.
That one just plinks off of Sandra's butt. Sandra,
Does it do?
It does three. It does 3 damage, and it's magical.
do I? have to
Okay,
shoot
yeah, that will
them?
actually do it. Yeah.
I just
Yeah, that-
realized,
I think-
Sandra, you don't feel pain. You actually don't concern pain, so this is probably really
have
weird.
no-
You don't have pain receptors.
I just keep digging them out. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't just take those out. They're bleeding now.
Quite literally, your flesh no longer
Alright.
registers pain. It barely registers
Roll,
touch.
roll a save, please.
Come on. Yay! It took getting to
Yay.
-10, but you did it.
Alright, you have now finally become high.
Now, I want to think, how much would be like a crossbow bolt sized, like a very... I mean, she has had enough LSD injected directly into her bloodstream to kill, like, 4 lesser people.
I sort of wish you'd said that before the final injection. We're sending
She can send another picture. Oops.
Yep, that's what happened.
How many of those bolts do you have left?
Let me take a look at my character sheet. How many do we even... Let's see, how many did I shoot at Sandra? 4? 3 times? 3?
You... she drank
4.
3 bolts worth, and then you've shot her 4 times since.
Wow.
I believe 1, 2... Oh no, just 3. You shot her 3 times. Yeah. So, I mean, you're now down... 6 bolts.
Let's see. And how many did I shoot at the... I shot the witch twice.
Mm-hmm. 6 near lethal amounts to get her
I've
high,
gone
and let's
through-
face it, that's
I've gone
over
through-
4 lethal amounts.
I've gone through 1 magazine of crossbow bolts.
Sick.
6 times.
Yeah, no, that's over. You killed over 4 people with those bolts effectively, and Sandra is now finally high. Hit the button. There is actually a new macro button at the top. It is available to you that says hallucinating as opposed to the table itself.
Ah, this guy, right?
Yep. So it's hallucinating with a big old capital letter. In fact, I'm gonna turn off
Oh,
the
no.
players can roll from that other table. You've become a dwarf for real. In your head, you are now a dwarf.
I begin scratching my non-existent beard. she thinks she's tiny now. I just imagine this. uh, I...
Okay, so I'm hovering over a thing here that people in the stream can see I'm hovering over in game. None of the players are allowed to do so. Do you think that this situation qualifies?
Whatever it is, say yes, stream.
Well, it technically doesn't, by the word of it.
I wish I knew what we were talking about.
Yeah. There's a reason why I'm getting high. Like, there's a very...
You are trying to make things happen with your magic of spine, the Necrospinus.
Yes.
You want to meditate on it, but...
Not meditate's probably not the right word.
You're quite literally like, you know, like you're in the depths of the trip, the world just grew. All around you, you're finally small, there's a naked vampire curled up on the floor being doodled on in Sharpie. And you're just trying to get to the bottom of your body.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. Yeah, just trying to understand what's going on inside my body.
You... tell you what, give me a wisdom check. Okay then.
0.
Okay, so as you're focusing on this sensation, like, the idea that the world is twisting around you seems to build itself to a more finite point. And for a brief moment, although it couldn't have caused you pain, you swear your heart stopped. Very, very briefly, like a flutter. You wouldn't have thought of it as an attack, but it stopped.
The fuck?
And now, you haven't got the ability to tell, like, hot from cold, either, can you?
No.
For a very, very brief moment, you do feel warm.
Huh, that is,
It's a brief moment, but you know that something has changed and happened. You don't know what it is.
What? What? Something changed? Like maybe?
Yes, you aren't sure what has changed. You just have the creeping sensation that something about you has changed. You'll figure it out soon, eventually.
Yeah.
But something about you has changed, and you're sure of it.
Okay. That's something. Do we want to... So how long will my hallucination last, anyway?
Roll me 1d8, please. 5 hours. You're going to be a dwarf in a tall person's world.
A pitiful 5 hours.
I mean...
Everyone can just leave Simon in his Simon cave after continuing to doodle all over him. Because let's face it, he's naked. There's no way Mahira's stopping at the face. Also, Simon's a vampire and can't sweat, which means good luck getting it all off.
That's
Someone's going to have to go to town with the soap.
Not it.
Cast the clean spell on your companion, maybe.
Someone actually do a bunch of black stuff on it.
Yeah, that was me. I was putting it on there.
Mystery. Yeah, there you go. You guys are high in Gay Baby Dungeon, and Mahara is keeping an eye on you and having text chats with Dr. Hunter, who is very disappointed in the whole situation.
Do I have enough presence of mind to say something's changed? My
yeah, I
body
mean, you
is
have the presence of mind to do all sorts of things. It's just that all of them are done with your perceptions completely boiled over.
Oh god, this phone is so huge. That's really no. You know what? I'm gonna think I'm an actual dwarf, like those.
That is super mean. Yeah. For some reason, Mahara, like, when Sandra looks at you, she's not looking at you. She's looking, like, probably a couple of heads above you. Like, she's obviously concentrating on someone, but it's way above you.
Hey, did you get Dr. Hunter and tell him when he gets home to bring some liquor? This stuff ain't working like it's supposed to.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty
at least
great.
you know that we can't get out. I am too short to reach the door handle.
It's true. They aren't going anywhere.
One seems dead, more dead than a vampire, and the other one is too short to reach the handle somehow. I don't. This is weird.
Don't worry, baby Sandra. I'll take care of you. I'll lift all the doors for you.
Yay!
Yep, okay, cool. You walk Cassandra out. Like, watching her go upstairs is also great because those all seem taller to her. You know when someone walks up the stairs and they step as though every step is taller?
Why am I taking her out of this room?
Yeah, that's a...
I'm not actually going to do that.
Yeah, okay.
She's staying in this room.
Yeah, no.
I might drag Simon into his room and just...
I mean, his room is in Gay Baby Dungeon anyway.
Yeah, I thought we were doing it in Simon's room, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So did I.
This is true. Simon could actually break out of... No chastity belt can hold him.
Broke into a safe.
He has done that, yeah.
Yeah, remember that 40 DC safe?
Yep. Popped it open.
Yeah. So we just put Simon to bed, and Sandra tries to grow. Alright.
Alright, yeah. Sandra's gonna spend 5 hours growing. Heyo.
Whoa.
And hey, there's a naked catatonic vampire. And you're so small, he wouldn't even notice you. Don't actually do that.
I'm not actually going to do that. That's worse than the chastity belt.
It is. He just wakes up full of toys. No. Or just wakes up next to Dr. Hunter. just because that was one of my favorite Ellie moments. What if the key got accidentally melted while in the belt? Yeah, now if the lock is destroyed, that's another matter. The gender-bending enchanted mithril chastity belt. Bit expensive. Bit expensive. I don't know what the purchase DC for that would be. But now there needs to be some dragon with that in his harem.
When does Sandra get another trip?
I mean, she passed too successfully, really, to get fucked up.
How disappointing.
Usually when people hallucinate hard, they, you know, they just only have like that one set hallucination on that on a table, or at least when it gets rolled in a game.
It's only because Simon just failed so horribly.
I was only gonna make him do it a couple of times, then he rolled ego death, and I was like, all right, well, that was convenient. It's a brand new year. Commence the bullying 2018.
Commence the bullying. Year of the bully.
Don't worry, a couple more months, year of the doggo. It doesn't actually start till February. Okay. So yeah, the kids are having a good time.
Alright, if Sandra's gonna be okay, I guess I'll just drag Simon into his bed.
He is not putting up a fight.
Which is good because I'm not very strong and this is gonna take a bit.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have Sandra help you, but like when she tries to pick up Simon, she like lifts him too hard because she thinks that he's way above her. Probably clocks his head off or something, but he doesn't notice.
Oops.
Yep. This is all fine. Everything is fine. No problems there. I mean, okay. What do now? Are you trying to draw dicks on Simon?
I might be, yes.
Fair enough. Can't blame you.
What to do? Well, Is it a school day for Bodhi? I mean, not Bodhi.
For Bodhi?
I mean for Lana. Is it a school day for Lana?
Alright, let's see what day January the 25th of 2011 is. January 25th, 2011 was a Tuesday, so yeah, it's a school day. So you're getting high in the basement on a school day.
Wow.
Mahi's not.
No, that's true. Mahi's a responsible parent, quote unquote.
The quote unquote, she only shot the other parent, what, 3 times with LSD?
4.
Wow.
You drank
4,
some, didn't you?
4 times. Well, no, yeah, I drank 3. And then, yeah, it shot me, was it?
3 times.
Shot me 3 times.
Yes.
And while eating ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Very responsible.
It's so responsible.
So, damn it, I'm hungry, but oh well. Do you believe a miniature pizza is not as filling as a pizza?
Well, if Lana's in school right now and Simon is unconscious and Sandra is being small but not really small, I guess Maharis is finally gonna go out to the garage, to the engineering area, and we'll actually start working on something. It's been too long since I actually had time to tinker.
Yeah, Vanessa's probably at the table with the kids, and she'll blink as you like walk on out from the basement, like past her with an empty crossbow on one arm and just a half pot of ice cream.
I will wave.
And she'll wave back. I think she's probably used to a little bit of madness. Lana gives you big waves before she is told to focus back on her work. Bologna as well as concentrating.
Yay, good job, Bologna.
Yep.
Why did you name your daughter Baloney?
It's the Greek god of death. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Good old Bologna Sterling Ruth.
No.
Not Bologna. Sterling Ruth. That would be, a problem.
I feel like Lana might try to eat her then.
This is possible. She likes to eat.
That's why I'm watching.
So
Always
what are my
watching.
projects? My projects are to reproduce Technomagus battery, finalize design for Shotgun Fist, build support rig for Shotgun Fist, design bullet resistant bodysuit. That one has a DC 18 wealth check on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you want to start with?
Well, I could actually use the bullet resistant suit. That would be an interesting thing. No one can actually really use the Shotgun Fist until I design the support rig for it.
Correct, but you also can't design a support rig for something that doesn't exist.
I have the Shotgun Fist though.
Oh right, you have the original.
I have to finalize the design.
Right.
Dirk used the prototype.
Yes. He was the only one who could.
I can't do the Technomagus battery until I either gain another level or our vampire wakes up.
Mm-hmm. You would also have to
So-
dismantle your current magic watch and it might just stop working because it was built by a Technomagus. I want to add that is a threat. Like, when it becomes taken apart, it might not become magic anymore. It might not be magic anymore.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is
but
always a
that battery
possibility.
but the battery is super cool,
It is.
and I know.
It is capable of
Ma-
firing a highly focused beam
It
laser.
has a laser. It has a laser in it. It's super cool. It's
It
a
is.
James Bond watch.
It is the James Bondest of watches. It's true.
That's okay. All right, it's okay. Between Mahara's technological knowledge and Simon's magical knowledge, I think maybe we can make it work. It'll be worth a try. Anyway, all right. So I think I'm just gonna roll a d3 and see which one you get.
Sure.
One. Looks like I am finalizing the design for the Shotgun Fist.
Okay. So what was the original build for it? I can't remember anything like its caliber or any of that shit.
It was designed for 12 gauge shotgun shells, and it was like the initial design was a pressure bar across the knuckles that when it punches something, so you punch something, it punches in the pressure release, and then it triggers the shotgun shells that are on the top of the hand.
Right. Okay. And how do you want to see it finalized?
Well, I want to reinforce the part across the knuckles, so it's not less likely to get damaged. Perhaps like make it more of a not like less of a mechanical sensor, but like
Pneumatic?
sort of like the motion. I don't know. Wait, what was it say? I know that there are impact sensors that you can get for things that will trip when enough when enough G's go through it.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to have something like that attached to basically a set of brass knuckles to keep the fists safe, to keep your knuckles safe, and to protect the sensors while not diminishing the impact of your punches. And
yeah,
perhaps maybe integrate this into kind of like an armored bracer that goes across the forearm to keep you safe to keep your forearm protected from the
breaking
shotgun shells and the explosive nature of them going off so close to your hands and arms.
Okay. It sounds Interesting. You're able to afford the bits and pieces for that. You can probably salvage some shotgun shit you've already got.
I can salvage the prototype too.
Sure. So you're thinking it needs to be like a like at least that much arm coverage for like the bracer part of it for the gun mechanism.
Yeah.
And then you would have your let's do a different color as I can. Like brass knuckles across there, like bolted in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a big gun.
How now? Unfortunately, I think it's still going to be like basically a sawn-off shotgun, so it's just 2 shots.
I mean, you could attach some kind of loading mechanism. It would make it incredibly heavy. It's already heavy and unwieldy.
That's what the support rig is supposed to be for.
True.
It's supposed to draw the weight and across your back, and the whole of your arm to make it less hard on the one arm, and also to have shock absorbers to take the impact of, the shotgun shells going off. Ooh. Maybe I could have like a switch, like your thumb can hit if you want to discharge 2 shotgun shells or just 1 shell for each hit.
That's kind of hard to sketch in only block color, but you know.
I think I will forego an auto loading mechanism on this model. Maybe I'll save that for someone with just designed for a larger physique.
Yeah, because I mean, some
this
kind
is more
of
a general purpose.
Auto loader would need to wrap around their whole arm, where you've already got a rig put in place, or just jut out. Does not seem convenient either way. I mean, a punchy gun fist has never been convenient, quote unquote. So I suppose that's not really the issue here.
All right, so that's the design I'm gonna do. That's it.
Okay. Let's have a peep here.
Not quite, no. Not really.
Oh, it's Ember Silica.
I mean, basically sounded what you like kind of go with.
Yeah, it's literally a shotgun fist, which is what Ember Silica literally is. Sometimes it shoots shotgun rounds, sometimes it shoots tiny rockets.
I don't know what that is.
Anyway.
Yang, the yellow girl, her weapon in Ruby.
Oh, right, Ruby. Yeah, I don't watch it.
Oh, that's what the weapon is called. Okay.
Yep. They all have fancy names like that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with fancy names belonging to things. I'm a proponent of fancy names.
Same.
Okay.
Except for rubies.
I mean, even then, Crescent Rose is still pretty fancy.
That's it's very anime of a name.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially for a scythe.
All right. Can I start fabricating this, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want? Let's see. It's a craft. That would be a craft mechanical, I believe. Mai, where are you? Where's your token? There you are. Oh, I almost got a nat 20.
Almost, but not quite. Regardless, it's a huge check, and yeah, you're pretty sure you can figure that shit out. Like, it'll take time to machine everything together so that it's nice. Like, what kind of size are you making it for as well? Like, you've not exactly got the world's largest arms. But also, Dirk had absurdly large arms.
Wait. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. I know someone who's perfect for this. I'm going to size this for the motherfucking Shams.
Ah, you see it's a weapon, so in his hands it is not as useful. He uses improvised stuff. Anything he lifts or picks up or throws around as a weapon becomes psionically infused. Actual weapons he's no fucking good with. Doesn't know how to use them. If you gave him a knife, he'd be fucking worthless.
Damn it.
He would be more inclined to, whilst wearing mittens, try and strap a bear trap to his fist. That is just about crazy enough that it could be referred to as improvised.
This could be my next project.
That was a crazy example.
I like this, though.
Fair.
I like this. Just bear trap fists. I like it. This is intriguing. I want it. Well, I don't really. Well, there's no one in the party that would really use it.
No.
Sandra wants it. Or Simon. Would Simon like shotgun fists?
I mean, I don't want to be up close to people, despite my healthy 87 HP and my like 24 AC.
Damn it! These fists were perfect for Dirk.
Yeah, no one else really.
Yeah, I know.
I guess it's more of a. I guess it's at this point it's more of a novelty item.
Pretty much.
How does
Yep.
Hassie fight?
I believe a rapier. Yeah, in fact, she has a ghost touch weapon, 1d4 plus 4.
What's your strength like, though?
She doesn't have one. She's an NPC.
Oh.
The NPCs have NPC stat blocks. It's just basically shit that they can roll.
Would Hassie like shotgun fists?
Would Hassie like shotgun fists? It's not what I would consider particularly bardly. For one. I feel like if you're trying to do a bard song and hit someone with a shotgun fist, your bard song's going to be a little bit interrupted.
Oh my god, I had a much better idea. Never mind. Never mind. This is just going to be a novelty item. I will name it. I will name this the Dirk, and I will start working on another. I will take the blueprints and I will copy them, and I will like make some modifications to it. I had an idea.
Okay.
And this is going to be for Mahara.
Sure. Much in the ways that Mahara is a distractible person, she probably gets like partway into this design and realizes, fuck, there's no one to use this. Wait a second, another amazing idea's happened in my brain. You've done it again.
Yes. I am going to remove the shotgun. I'm going to remove the shotgun component and the shock absorbent and like the shock sensor. And I'm just going to put a button on the brass knuckles, like a switch, just to hit and hold down. And I'm going to put up a mechanism on the top, a design that will allow it to hold some fireworks mortars, like a Roman candle on top.
Ah, yeah, I thought you were about to say taser knucks, actually.
That's also a good idea. But I could shoot fireworks at people.
This is true.
They're
Like
loud
the worst of the X-Men, Jubilee.
That's like, no, she's not the worst.
She sadly is.
I mean, compared to the X-Men.
Yeah, there's like all the
she's
X-Men
the
with their
best.
actual powers, and then hers was, I can create fireworks. I have all the powers of a teenage girl, and I can make fireworks.
She may not have kill death superhero power, but that is a very marketable ability she has.
Oh yeah, no, marketable. She can
fucking
really
loaded.
like decent income. Absolutely.
Also, she's gotten better with that in more recent years.
She also became a vampire.
I mean,
That's also true.
compared to walk through walls, flying, elemental control, regeneration on an inhuman crazy level.
Yeah, but are any of those
Psychics,
people going to get
lasers.
a steady paycheck?
I mean,
No.
the psychic
I mean,
might.
Also, she can turn sound into lasers.
The path through walls person could get a pretty hefty paycheck.
This is
If you
true.
want to break the law.
Sure, I would be the person, one of the people least trustworthy with superpowers. Be like, hey, I'm paying back all those gifts you got me. Don't ask where all this gold came from. And if anyone tells you a bunch of gold went missing, they're lying.
I could get some tasers and just tase people. But I like the idea of fireworks launchers.
It's very cool. But I only remember Jubilee from the fucking cartoon.
Oh my god, I could rig up like, could I rig up some kind of like belt-fed bottle rocket launcher that has like a little like pre-igniter on it that like just keeps light igniting the bottle rockets as they go?
I support this idea.
Yeah, I can't imagine that you should get out of it, but yeah.
Yes. I can hold the strings of bottle rockets in a bag, in like a bag, and then just hook them in and just go like.
You could.
I like this idea. I love this idea.
You have guns, though.
We can make it better and make them like napalm rockets.
But useless fun ideas.
It's true. This is true. You should do it.
This is an idea Mahara very much wants.
Have you seen
totally
the Roman candle Gatling gun?
Yep.
Yes.
I think of like all of Mahara's ideas incorporates the same like disregard for safety that comes from Colin Fairs. He was fucking fantastic.
I have no idea what that is.
I'll look him up for you later. He is a person on YouTube who invents crazy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he made his own Wolverine claws. He made liquid nitrogen shooting fist jets to do Iceman impressions. He made rocket-powered go-karts. He turned a actual drivable BMW into a drivable jacuzzi and garden set. Still a lot of insane shit.
Briefcase fireplace. A Nerf. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm looking at. I think I just looked him up.
Yeah, he's fantastic. The briefcase fireplace is actually pretty impressive. And yeah, he also built, a fucking TIE destroyer.
I built a full-size TIE fighter / silencer.
That was a TIE silencer, that was the model. And it's incredible as well, watching him build that. And he has good music taste. Regardless. I feel like he is someone that Mahara would channel a lot of madness out of.
Yes.
People are discussing the Kitty Pryde's ability to phase things into like partway into the wall, like just for mounting televisions and putting in installations. So useful.
Could I tip each of these bottle rockets with a little with a marble of C4? And have them keep their usual their normal bottle rocket black powder charge on them, so that it might explode the C4.
You use a charge to ignite C4,
yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing really stopping it from happening.
Oh, this might be.
You would like to try and construct some kind of bottle rocket firing C4 Gatler. You can certainly do so. I will add that things like bottle rockets are not known for their ability to fire accurately beyond 5 feet. So you would basically be spraying rockets wildly in a 30-foot cone, and that would be a cone that points at the ground and the sky.
All I have to do is fly above my target and just rain death from above.
This is true. You do also have guns that work, but I will say that there is nothing technically stopping you from trying to, create some kind of C4 firing mechanism in the front of bottle rockets that you shoot wildly from your Gatling gauntlet.
I want Gatling bottle rockets just because it's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
This is a great thing. This is a good idea. This cannot go badly.
This can in no way go wrong.
Yep.
If she ends up using a brick for like 1,000 rockets, I would be surprised. Otherwise, like anything heavier than that, and that bottle rocket just is going to do a lot of hitting the ground after 10 feet. It already needs to be strapped into a firing mechanism.
Yeah, we need to get more C4. That's the answer. We just need more C4.
Yeah, essentially, yes. It's a 10-foot cone of C4 death if you actually try and set up a C4 firing mechanism in all of your stuff. You can test it with your spicy butter brick.
Spicy butter. Yes.
Exotic butters?
Yep. Delicious exotic butter. Hidden at the very far back of the freezer. And then you've probably written the word vegetable on it so that Lana doesn't claim it.
It just says vegetable on it.
Yep.
This...
Yes.
The easiest way to get it from taking things out of the freezer is by referring to it as some kind of vegetable. Just a bar, like this bar of C4 just says sprout juice on the side. That'll keep her away.
Sprout juice.
Can't say I've ever had sprout juice myself. I do like Brussels sprouts though.
The Brussels sprouts are delicious.
Nom 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 nom. I make really nice ones, and then I make a nice cranberry gravy to go over them.
May have to use some kind of little motor in order to actually draw the belt from along the firing mechanism.
I mean, how quickly do you want it to fire? Because otherwise Lego can do that shit. There are like Lego motors and all those.
Yeah. I don't know. You could just do a stripper clip sort of thing.
Yeah. I feel like occasionally there are just terrifying explosions that come from that engineering area.
Kaboom!
So of course you got to find out how explosive the C4 bottle rocket actually is, surely.
Yes. I'll just test fire a few dozen of them.
What are you test firing them on? Because C4 is not known for its burstiness so much as it being a painful impact explosive.
Please go very far away.
Yeah, we kind of are close to a school.
You are quite close to a school, and it's Tuesday, a school day.
No, kids love explosions.
They do.
Kids love explosions. The people and teachers around them don't.
Not so fond. Yeah, not so fond.
What do they know? They're teachers.
I don't know if you remember, but there's this terrible tragedy that happened recently, so the schools are kind of a little bit on higher alert than they were than before.
Oh, oops. No, that didn't happen. Oh, right. Oh, no, wait, that tragedy.
That totally happened.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know they were turned into bunny rabbits and may come back again, or, disappear as shadow-kind orphans. But they sure were rendered orphans and stolen by a crazy lady with a gun.
I guess I should go to a beach somewhere.
By the way, that lady with that crazy lady was never found, so...
Correct. So she is at large.
Still at large.
Mm-hmm.
And could be easily mistaken.
Yeah, okay then. So...
I think I will go somewhere. I guess I'll take my prototype and head, like, way south. Like, out of the city. Maybe, like, to the... it's in December. It's still in January, so like I'll go to like the beach.
Beach?
Yeah.
In Ireland? You're next to a dock. I mean, that's a lot of traveling.
I said far out of the city. Like I'm actually looking at a map right now.
No, but you're in the main city still. I guess there's still one to reach. It's vaguely to...
No, I said I'm going to leave Dublin and go out.
Okay.
On my motorcycle.
Alrighty. Yeah. Lana said when you're leaving, especially when she finds out that it's to go do explosions.
very dangerous.
That only seems to interest her
Experimental
more.
work.
Yeah. Interest and worry in equal measures.
Interest and worry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can go travel down to a beach then. You will be gone for like most of the day. But
yeah,
that is fine. And you're able to test them out. Would you like to give me a some kind of check on how well assembled your bottle rocket fours are?
A check. On what?
On how well constructed these little bottle rockets are. Like getting your little balance nicely done.
What kind of a check would be good, appropriate? An attack roll, or?
I mean, probably more along the lines of
mechanical?
like, well, mathematics or craft mechanical. It's probably the closest way you're going to get there.
Well, there is no mathematics skill other than just like an intelligence check.
No, I mean, craft mechanical tends to include like the art of measurement.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. I have a much more appropriate skill check to use.
Explosives?
No.
I mean, explosives are under
I
like
have
craft
written down on
chemical.
my character sheet Craft Mayhem.
Ah, yeah, okay, go for it.
It's not as good as my Craft Mechanical.
I mean, it's mayhem related, so that certainly seems like the more appropriate way.
15.
Okay, I mean, a 15 is good enough to get them in test firing shape.
Well, yeah, I know there's a demolition skill, but I felt this was more appropriate. Craft Mayhem.
And just vague enough to be.
So yeah, you can get them to fire. Singularly, these things are not really destructive. They are certainly the opposite of accurate. But they work. You notice that when they just like explode in the air, they don't really do much more than a normal bottle rocket. Like, they probably do get about like 10-15 feet before the charge in the C4 goes off, as opposed to firing the bottle rocket's normal distance. Which is fine, because it's never going to be anything closer to accurate past that distance anyway. Any of the ones, though, that hit like the floor or the sand, those detonate nicely. There's a nice solid thing for the C4 to explode against. Which is always nice.
It'll be fun if I fly down and fly above somebody and just rain on them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, or if I just shoot it at somebody, it'll be very, very distracting and very unsettling.
Oh, yes. That said, yeah, you're pretty sure that by the time you make this into a weapon, it's only gonna have like a 10-15 foot range, and it is not going to be accurate, even a little bit. Like, if you're firing down at someone, unless it's at a group of 9 people stood closely together, you're probably only gonna hit a handful of them with it anyway, because it will spread outwards. But hey, if 9 people are clustered together, like in a, I don't know, 3x3 square or some kind, then you'll probably hit all of them.
This was not a waste of time at all.
Nope. Also, do you have a shit ton of C4 buried in a crate in the garden?
Yep.
In the grounds?
We have a lot.
No, we need to rig that for defensive.
Yeah, you can probably make like 100 bottle rockets out of that C4 brick you have got left, though. You're spicy butter.
Only 100. Oh no, that's not a lot.
Maybe, is it? It's like average bottle rocket payload.
I might have to get some more C4 from the yard.
Yeah, I guess a bottle rocket payload is quite small, so... let's see here. I mean, I'm probably end up on some kind of list if I look for like the payload of bottle rockets on Google all the time. It's dangerous. God, it's hard to search it here in England because the bottle rocket is actually like, you know, the pressurized water bottles with the fins on them.
Oh yeah, that also comes up, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh, bottle rocket. Wait, oh, I meant like, oh, I guess that's. I just, I always heard it was called just called. I always thought they were called bottle rockets, but I mean, I guess it just means like little like fireworks rockets.
Yeah, I mean, you mean like tiny little like black cats, right?
I guess.
I'll find a picture.
Well, I'm pretty sure you did. Well, no, I don't know. By bottle rockets, I assume you mean the tiny, like little ones with a stick on it that people normally have fireworks fights with.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we don't really get those in England. I don't know why. Probably because people keep fucking shooting each other with
firework
them, thinking about it.
I mean, that doesn't stop kids in the US.
Oh no, this is true. Yeah, but you guys have guns for shooting each other with as well.
Yeah, not yeah. That's.
I mean, we have Roman candle fights around here. That's pretty great. Roman candles are fun.
Yeah.
How big is a Roman candle?
Depends on the candle. There are some really juicy ones that's like a fucking Pringles can. Let's see here. Let's see here. From 6mm diameter to 8cm diameter for professional displays.
It's a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah, they're like...
But
what?
if you were to put like
10 shots to a
of them
foot?
together.
Yeah, it's 10 shots to a foot.
If you were to put 30 Roman candles together in a big wad.
I don't know, like, say... that?
No.
Just strap all them fuckers together.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen it done. If there's one thing that the internet is not short on, it is people fucking around with fireworks.
Yep, people love fireworks.
They're great.
Alright, I have completed firework. I've completed the design for the shotgun fist and constructed one firework launching.
You've designed a firework launching fist. You've designed the firework. You've constructed the fireworks.
Fireworks.
With the C4.
Oh, fireworks being constructed.
Yeah, you've constructed a correct firework C4 payload. But a working gauntlet, you have not got.
Build shotgun fist. Build fireworks gauntlet.
So terrifying.
All right, this is perfect.
Glad to hear it.
See, I didn't know they actually the Black Cats came with sticks on it. See, this. Please don't be dumb. No, yeah. Of course, Google's gonna be dumb.
I mean, here you go, Roman candle miniguns. They're always fun.
Yeah. Now that copy and paste? I guess not.
Daka.
Good lord.
Someone built a Roman candle firing gun out of Lego. Not just Lego, you know, no, they're not called Lego. You know the ones that have like pieces that snap together? Connects? Connects, that's it, yes. You got a firework gun made out of connects. That's pretty fucking cool. And a horrifying way to spend one's time.
Yep, those are connects. That is terrifying.
Wow. Nice.
It's like, what has your child been building in school? You need to have a talk with your child.
to have a talk with your child. The way you said that.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. When you return from the beach smelling of a firefight, Shade's looking a little bit peakier.
She's feeling looking a little bit better.
Yeah. She's like squinting through narrowed eyes as Lana is trying to just like feed her soup, and she's just like, "This is not. I don't. It."
Oh, you guys look so cute together.
Help.
Do you want me to feed you instead?
No, but no. I mean it. No. I mean. Child duties, go. Look, Lana, she's back. Just trying
Lana!
to disentangle herself.
Tackle!
Yeah, and then you were tackled.
Yay.
And then slithered all over and clamped. By this
Oh, I
point,
miss you too.
Sandra has recovered from her high.
Sandra is back, but Simon is still dead.
I'm still trying to piece myself back together.
Yep. He'll be missing until late evening. The next day.
Oh well.
I mean, it was evening when we took it, so like morning 2 days from then, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Poor Simon should really stay away from psychedelics.
Oh yeah, after this, he's grown a healthy fear of them.
I don't know why it didn't. It took how much to do
6.
something? I'm not gonna let that down.
You consumed over 4 dead people's worth of LSD. It was enough LSD to just break a lesser man's brain over and over again.
As long as Simon's okay before we get on the boat.
Yeah, you got a few days. You'll have recovered by then. Yeah, does anyone else do anything on the 25th then? Mahira was productive, 2 characters were high, Dr. Hunter was at work. Ash was
I imagine
babysitting.
it. Yeah, she wasn't doing anything productive otherwise.
Cool.
Something that I don't really have anything to do. I do want to add that I know when Dr. Hunter sent his guns to get worked on, I did too.
Correct. I have it written down somewhere. Sandra's put in her 1911 custom for flaming and shock enchantments +2 total.
Yeah. That's going to be pretty sweet.
Yep.
I'm still going to keep the delete button, so.
Be a good old time.
I should buy Shade a Kigurumi.
I'm just gonna dress her up in adorable things.
Yes.
Lana's looking up at you in a snack one. Because of course she is.
What? Which one would be best for Shade?
Is Lana here for this pensive pondering?
Cow.
Moo.
A moo?
A moo.
Just cause moo.
Shade doesn't have the chest for moo.
No, but it could still be cute.
Well, she has actually a decent enough chest. It's
we can
nothing
change
compared
that.
to Mahira's.
We can
We
make
have
it bigger.
the technology.
I could do it.
Hasn't she already been given penis enhancement from Mahira, or is that not even been done yet?
I was going to, but then she got sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something on the when we're on the boat and on vacation.
So, have you got anything you'd like to declare when you're coming onto this boat? I have a gauntlet that shoots fireworks covered in C4 and a bag full of dick growth potions. Let's go. Holiday!
Holiday! I'm going to get Shade a penguin.
Alright.
Penguin!
Okay.
Yay.
Assuming she does not know about this, so she does not put up any kind of complaint.
I will not tell her about this.
Alright. Oh boy. I'm yawning. Oh. That's right, whiskey. Soothe that throat. Ah, it's doing the opposite of soothing.
Oh no.
Damn you, whiskey. It's your fault for being delicious.
That's probably enough to knock out an elephant. A bear, at least.
Yep.
Oh, I love that. I love Sandra and her inhuman amounts of toughness.
This is true. But yeah, the next day occurs. Can we get the old Sandra black and white or color check, please?
I want to kind of what happened on and see what happens when Dr. Hunter comes back to see what has happened to Sandra and Simon.
I mean, by the time that Dr. Hunter gets back, Sandra's probably come down and is now wondering if he brought the alcohol.
Did you bring the booze I requested?
It's just she probably went up, put on a suit, and then walked back down so she could look distinguished, waiting for her beverages. Bologna is there. She's eating what are those biscuits? Goldfish?
The little tiny
fishy biscuits.
Yes,
Goldfish.
Yeah.
Goldfish are great.
Yeah, she's
Snack
just
that smile.
Yep. She is probably just sat in your lap watching TV and snacking on goldfish when Hunter comes in, and everything is normal, although your vampire is missing.
Hmm?
Here's the question. Did Dr. Hunter bring booze?
Yes.
This is the important question.
Probably yes.
He actually did bring the booze.
Good shit.
But in a, not obviously. So, if Sandra doesn't appear sane, and she's not getting shit.
She's fine. See,
Yeah,
she's fine.
she's got her shit together.
I put Simon to bed though. He's fine. He's not fine. Well, he's kind of fine. He's not fine.
What did you do to him?
He drank all that witch's blood. Like all of it.
Oh, goodness.
It was really funny. First, he was staring at his hand, and then he said it was really, really hot, so he got naked, and then he started freaking out, and then passed out.
How many times did we shoot that witch anyway?
I shot him twice.
Huh.
Yeah, we know, not 6 times, Sandra.
God damn it, Sandra.
Making it very costly.
Yeah. You are basically immune to drugs. It's ridiculous.
That would explain me waking up in the middle of the surgery.
Blona will look down and peek and give you a sniff.
What's up?
Did you get sick?
A little bit.
Oh. Better now?
Yes.
Good. And then she will resume curling herself up into some kind of snack pile on top of you and nibbling goldfish.
No. Dr. Hunter's a good doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yarmf. I suspect Lana is nomming ice cream, because, of course. Yeah.
There's a lot of ice cream in the fridge. I don't know where it came from, though.
I should probably go and check on Simon. Sandra, here. Take this a little easy, would you?
Alright.
Of course, it's a bottle of Kraken, and then you get to shout, "Release the Kraken!" and then immediately start swigging from it like a fucking handle.
See, I go from looking distinguished
to a hobo to homeless in seconds.
There are at least 4 bottles in the brown paper bag for her.
That's good stuff.
I know what she requires.
Planning ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had Kraken spiced rum? It's fucking lush.
Personally, no, I have not. I meant to get some eggnog, but
Yeah, I had some like last year and the year before last. Sadly, didn't have any this new year, but yeah, Kraken spiced rum is fucking wonderful. Like, it's one of the few spiced rums that I will drink straight or mixed in anything. Usually, if it's a spiced rum, it'll be like, oh, it's terrible in a mix, or oh, it's terrible on its own. But no, Kraken, I'll just drink it any old way. It's really nice.
Unmuting only for this. Cracked spiced rum all year.
Okay. Yeah, it's good shit. Yeah, Simon Rossi, when you come down to see him, is unblinking. He's nude, he's completely fucking naked, and he's been doodled all over by Sharpies. You can probably still see the Sharpie sat in the bedside table if you want to have a crack at him too.
Okay, I can get 4 delay poisons prepared tomorrow.
Yeah, would you like me to make a medicine check? There is a -10 on it because you're trying to do it on a vampire. You might get a good idea of how fucked up he is. That's with a -10? Or is that just your roll?
No, that's...
Okay, so it still comes out... yeah, okay. It still comes out to a 20, which is pretty reasonable. You get the idea that he is in no harm. Like, you don't have a beating heart to judge on, but considering his body isn't, like, gradually decrepifying in front of you, it seems that he's doing okay. As for how long he's going to be under, you don't have a good sense of time. Like, his body is responding to outside stimulus, but nothing... no mental faculty is. You have seen potatoes with more awareness.
Yeah, I'm gonna doodle a sad face on his face.
You should doodle it on his penis. So it's like the eyes are the eyes go above the dingus, and then you put the legs together so you can do a sad face across the thighs. And then it looks like he's got a big nose and mustache.
I think you mean a tiny nose.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a micro penis.
oh,
Oh, poor Simon Rossi, rolling minimum on dick size.
It's almost like the rolling sizes are stupid.
They are, but too bad. Your adventurers are nothing about any of your bodies as normal.
I
It's
can fix
not
that.
like I immediately looked at them and came up with a better system.
Of course you did, but I just went with the default stuff. And yeah, he can fix that. He's super rich. Except you can't get plastic surgery done on you when you're a fucking vampire.
There are other
You don't
ways.
get...
You give me time.
Yes, it's true.
So
There are magical potions that you could use to grow up your dangus. They're probably way more expensive because, again, you're undead. But yes, potions might be the way to go.
Besides, we have a sample of one. I just have to get Mahi to give me a sample of it so I can make an even stronger version for myself.
Yeah,
But I am saving this for Shane.
But
I don't know. I don't know if you know
can-
that Mahi bought a whole bunch of like
think anyone
off the shelf
I
Californian
don't.
dick enhancement
don't.
potions.
But maybe she'll offer me one now that she's seen how small. I've got.
God, yeah, you
Poor
finally
Simon.
seen this tiny peenie, this teeny peenie.
Oh, it's so cute.
What I forget. Did Mahara take one?
No, she doesn't have that.
All right, you just have the big old gazongas instead.
Yes.
A+. I think she would feel like double emasculated if you also grew a bigger penis than her.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry,
Oh.
Shade. I got you covered.
does Shade know about Sandra's penal?
Yeah, she's seen it before.
Probably. Oh yeah, that's right.
I think everyone has seen Sandra's penis, which is a weird statement. Again, like statements again that I don't think I'd ever be making like a couple of years ago. No, the entire party has seen Sandra's horsecock. Slow head shake. Okay. So yes, the 26th happens. Sandra, you wake up and the world... I was going to say it's in colour. But you'd swear it wasn't when you look down at your arms. They appear to be ashen grey.
What the fuck?
The rest of the world is in colour, but like you probably, most people when they wake up, they'll stretch and then they'll like, rub their face or whatever. And when you do that, you're like, oh, it's that same, looks like it's black and white again, and then pull your hands away, blink a few times, and no, the world's in colour. Your skin is not.
Am I a cartoon?
Yeah, when you look at yourself, it's almost like your skin is grayscale, as though you were looking at yourself with, like colourless vision.
I'm not going to rake Belle.
Yep, she's like curled up. Yeah, Simon is out of it for another day, I'm afraid.
I thought we did on the 24th.
No,
Like,
the
late
25th.
24th.
No, 24th was when
Oh.
you accepted the job, and that was in the evening. And then the next day happened, and you did a bunch of hard drugs.
Wait, no, we did it late evening on
Oh,
the
no, you did it
24th.
late on that night. Okay, so yes, no,
Yeah.
it's the next day, and it's the morning. Yes, you're awakened together, I suppose. Alright.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey got a little bit swoopy-whoopied, but such is life in this way.
I'm going to go talk to Is Dr. Hunter left for work yet?
If it's in the morning, I don't know. I mean, you didn't get too drunk. It was only 4 bottles, so you're probably up awake at a normal waking time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We can say Dr. Hunter has like a noon evening shift anyway. He had a, morning to evening shift the previous, so it makes sense that he'd do a noon till later.
So he's gonna have a knock on his door, or bump into him in the kitchen, or
Yes. Can I help?
I'm just getting done masturbating.
how many egg McMuffins does he have?
None.
He has actual food.
Mhm.
You guys are able to buy food from Waitrose, you fucking rich bastards.
I know, but I wanted to bring that up. That's all Dr. Hunter.
That is, poor old Dr. Hunter living from coupon to coupon.
Oh,
There's a reason he doesn't eat them anymore.
Yeah.
so,
are you looking, is this face to face then with Dr. Hunter?
yes.
Dr. Hunter. Sandra looks like Sandra as far as the body shape is concerned. Her hair is still currently the same, sort of, what was it, like, dirty blonde that it was previously. Like brown, brunette, with, was it blonde highlights or some shit?
Something like that.
But her skin is ashen grey and her eyes are green. She looks perfectly normal and healthy. Like, for a moment, again, it's like you're looking at someone with a grayscale filter on them, except for her eyes. They are clearly green.
What Sandra's previous eye color? What was? Sorry? What? That's hard.
Brown. Brown.
Yeah.
Sandra, take a seat. Have a cup of coffee. I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Mahi and Simon.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Mahi's kind of a heavy sleeper, a late sleeper, and Simon is still probably, if you're waking him up early, shaking off the worst of his acid flashback. They might not be in the best of condition, but you can certainly go to. Who do you go and grab first?
Let's try Mahi first. Can wake her up, go get Simon, then she'll hopefully have shaken off sleepiness by the time they come back.
Okay. So what's Mahi like in the morning? There's probably a shade and like a Lana as well hanging around somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if she's just like grabbed all the extra blankets and made her own blanket nest on top of the bed, like at your feet. Like, she has her own bed, but a good half the time she's just gonna fucking steal the bottom of your bed anyway.
Yeah. It'll take a couple minutes before anyone answers the door, but then eventually, my Mahara will open the door, wearing a kitty kigurumi. Like, Hozoya, what? Who's?
Mahi,
Oh, hi, Dr. Hunter.
can you get dressed? Something dreadful has happened to Sandra.
I look down. I'm already dressed. I'm dressed for sleep.
Dressed for, possibly using horribly powerful magics to save Sandra from turning into some sort of techno-zombie.
Uh,
I'm not joking.
that's funny.
It's even funnier when
I
it's
think
not a joke.
I think this outfit is perfectly appropriate for that.
Alright. She's in the kitchen. I'm going to go and get Simon. You should probably have some coffee and distract her. Also, don't act surprised that she's turned ashen grey and that her eyes have changed colour. At least not until I get back.
That'll last.
Wait, she wasn't like that before?
Wait, her eyes change color?
Yes, it did.
The bright green, they used to be brown.
Oh god.
It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. Okay, I will go. I will go back and give poor Shade and little Lana a kiss, and keep them keep sleeping. I tell them to
It's
keep
like
sleeping.
a mumble grind, and then you're pretty sure one or both of them just says something about pancakes and then roll over.
Aww. And then I will go out and I will go down to see Sandra in my pajamas.
What color is your cat Kigurumi? Very important question.
What color would Kitty Rumi be?
I feel like there needs to be art of her and adorable kitty Kigurumi now.
Oh, that's not the right one. That's not no. Probably like a tabby cat.
Sure thing. Lactate ice cream, frozen yogurt. Margaritas and Sandra.
It does sound uncomfortable.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask where Mahara got all that ice cream actually from, but
The plans. Mini plans.
Don't ask. Don't tell.
you'll never know where the ice cream really came from. Yeah, Sandra is ashen grey. Her fingernails, which have changed tint as well, have changed to like a darker grey. Again, like you're looking at someone in grayscale, except for the fact that their eyes are green. Also, what is Sandra dressed in the mornings? Did you actually get dressed before you went to Dr. Hunter, or you just sort of, sat there in jammy jams?
Yeah, she's in jammy jams.
Cool. Yeah, I imagine her days of sleeping in the nude now that she shares a room with her kid have come to an end. If they haven't, then you should be ashamed. It's weird.
A little bit.
Mm.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi there.
I'm going to go to the fridge. I'm going to go to the fridge and get a bucket of ice cream out of the freezer.
Cool.
I'll just entertain Sandra.
All right, and so
Ice cream and margaritas.
Yes. I'll have a margarita.
all right, Hunter, you go to fetch Simon. Simon, you awaken in the morning as though from a sleep you didn't know you went on, from a journey you didn't know you left for, in a place where you're sure is here but not. You are still Simon Rossi. The world has once again regained meaning. You have a terrible case of cottonmouth, but, you know. Otherwise your shit is together, and you're probably being shaken awake by Dr. Hunter.
No, he's getting magic cast on him.
Okay.
The delay poison spell.
Alright, well, I mean, when you cast that onto him, like, he probably is going to be less cottonmouthy, but he's still, like, he still is asleep. It's daytime, he's a vampire. He needs waking up.
Yeah. But, I mean, the delay poison spell, the subject becomes temporarily immune to poison. Any poison in the system does not affect the subject until the spell has expired.
Yep, basically
so
his...
if there's any, leftover traces, then for the next 4 hours they're doing nothing to him.
Yeah, you've put his acid hangover on hold.
Friend Hunter, Doc, I've been on its inexplainably terrifying beauty. I've attained a sense of self unimaginable.
I think
That's nice.
Simon got possessed by Captain Kirk.
There's something in my brain.
Also, hold still for a moment, and then I'm gonna just cast a clean spell on him.
Sure. You give him a quick little magic scrub-a-dub-dub, and then you find out that there's a reason they're called magic markers and it doesn't wash off.
Magic weapon on the marker.
Yep. Magic markers. They have magic resist on them. Sorry, you're a shit out of luck.
Including
No, actually, your any of your doodles all clean off, but any that was put there by, I don't know, a mischievous fairy, it's not washed off by the clean spell, actually.
Oh no.
It can still be, like, physically washed off, but magic isn't going to undo something a fairy has done for mischiefing. Take that, universe. It doesn't have to make sense. A fairy did it. So yeah, there's still a great big old cock drawn on his face. And a mustache.
Alright, so good news, bad news. The bad news is that, first of all, you've been turned into a work of modern art. And also,
And-
Sandra has... Something bad has happened to Sandra. Do you think you're in a fit state to come and help?
Yes. Give me just a moment. I need to put on clothes. As he realizes.
Sure. Do you keep mirrors down there? Not that it matters, you can't see yourself in them. I'm kidding, that's not a thing in this. That would be great, though. You'd still, like, Simon Nevin finds out that he's got dicks drawn on his face. There's no... Everyone, like, the occasional smirk or giggle happens, but since he can't ever see his reflection, he has no fucking idea.
Wait, would the marker not show up in just the marker?
No, because it's on his skin. It's dyed his skin where it's been drawn, because that's what markers do.
Okay, alright.
And he doesn't sweat, so it doesn't lift it out of his skin, so he's gonna have to scrub himself the fuck up to get it off.
Unfortunately, not in this room. There's not a mirror.
Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to get your shit together and head back up with Dr. Hunter.
One thing I will say, Doc. Never doing that again.
Good. If you were, I think I would... If you did, I think I would have to refer you to an asylum.
if by some chance that I get a crazy idea like that again, slap me. Make me stop doing that kind of thing.
All right, I can agree to that.
Excellent. And yeah, you head back upstairs, and Sandra is in the kitchen. There are ice cream and margaritas, which they're both partaking in.
Okay, what's the whoa? All right then, I see a big problem there.
Hi.
Sandra, you see Simon with dicks all over his face.
You seem to have a little something on your face there, Simon.
Ah, I do. That can wait. This is more important. Something's happened to you. Let's figure that out first.
Isn't it funny? It's cool.
Oh god. Oh no, he's dead. Simon's the only one to live because he has a very opportunistic flashback. So they just think they killed him. Turns out he was just having a flashback.
Yeah, just having an acid
That's
flashback.
cool. Yes.
He just starts hearing the music again, and tiny dancing Simons all start appearing. They're all doing that Snoop Dogg dance with the hip wiggle handspin.
That's great.
But yeah, so you've confronted your companion. What are you doing?
I suppose to detect magic of some sort to try and figure out what's going on.
Okay, sure. Can you please give me a Constitution save?
I mean, I'm sitting right next to her. I can clearly tell that she's magical.
Yeah, you can feel the magic. And if you flick on Magico-Vision, it's pretty much blinding. Luckily, well, it's like, for one, that spine was hella fucking magic. Your eye is hella fucking magic, and you, Kina, are hella fucking magic. Detect magic is not a good way to sense someone in this location. So yeah, I'm gonna need a test from Simon to not blind himself. Alright, you don't blind yourself, but it hurts.
So it's like, I wonder what time of day it is to stare at the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, that was not a smart idea. Let's not do that in the future.
I'm gonna use Doctor Vision.
Alright, Doctor Vision.
Look at an individual, get a close to perfect feedback on any status effects affecting them.
Okay then. Let's see here. So you can tell that she has a gentle case of brain damage, which you saw before, a gentle case of curse, which you saw before. She currently is incapable of feeling pain, barely registers touch. Right now she is capable of seeing color, but she does not always happen to be able to do so. She cannot tell hot from cold. She does not appear to be producing pigment in her skin anymore, and not only that, it has been scrubbed in an arcane fashion. You don't know the exactities of it because it's not really a quote-unquote status effect. However, you're aware that at some point in the recent time, she has been dropped to below 0 hit points and then become okay again. She is, for all intents and purposes, a living, breathing individual. Whatever is going on with the skin is not what anyone would technically call a status effect.
Sandra, it appears you recently had a near-death experience.
Well, I did have roughly at least 3 to 4 times a lethal dose of LSD.
Average lethal dose.
Average lethal dose.
Yeah.
The LD50.
You remember you also got really poisoned by a big mean spider monster? A lot?
Yeah.
A lot poisoned.
that was probably still in my system too.
Correct. That's why I was surprised you did it on the actual 24th, but you know, whatever.
The day
Just
after.
no, it's basically the day they got back from the hospital after being given the okay after being death poisoned. They're like, now let's go get fucking high by, I don't know, consuming enough LSD to kill 4 people.
I was taking a drink during that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It almost
You
shut
get
out my nose.
you get everything you deserve. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no. At some time during the 24th, during that night, it's entirely possible you died and didn't even notice and are still alive again. You only died temporarily, just a little bit.
Oh,
a
I'm
little.
only
Just
a little bit.
gentle heart failure occurred.
Oh, you passed the LD 100.
Yeah, no, yeah. She had a casual small heart failure while she was high as a kite.
It's probably the combination of hallucinogenic drugs and deadly spider monster poison.
Maybe.
And deadly spider monster poison anti-venom. all come together to
Yeah.
make.
Yeah, you were a cocktail of chemicals, and then you also, nightcapped yourself with just an evening of rum drinking, just to make sure that you really doubled down on the whole poisoning yourself aisle.
Oh god.
Yeah, no,
Sandra,
you made
need to stop.
Yeah, no, you made a series of terrible decisions, and if it were any other character than Sandra, I would ask them to start building a new character sheet.
Oh god, what
Just
have
a
I
list
done?
of... I gave you so many warnings as well. It's just a list of warnings like, you are really absolutely sure you want to do this.
And you are a terrible parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. The drugs behind closed doors for a reason.
Look, it's not really a good excuse if you still nearly killed yourself doing them.
That's true. That is very true. Did not expect to nearly die. Or
Yeah, no.
literally die.
Yeah, just because all these poison effects haven't been bringing you down does not mean that you haven't been, terrifyingly poisoned over and over again.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, as I say, if it were anyone other than Sandra, I would ask for a new character sheet. In your case, you only had a small heart attack and you didn't notice it. In fact, you did. You had a wisdom
lol.
check. You noticed for a very brief moment you probably had a heart attack, but it didn't hurt because you can't feel pain. So there's none of that pins and needles or stabbing things. You had synesthesia, so you couldn't see if the room was swimming. You can't feel hot or cold, so you can't tell that either. You literally had no fucking idea it was a heart attack, apart from the fact that you literally checked on your own body. Otherwise, you missed every single sign that you, for a moment, basically died.
Oh, god. Oh.
But you're okay. You're technically alive. The best kind of alive. Just for some reason, your skin is ashen grey. And you're fairly certain that this spine has more secrets for you, but you have uncovered yet another one by dying temporarily. So, congratulations. I will add it to the list.
God, together that way. Add that. Oh god. Well, I can't. Not going to do that again.
There we go. Just added that to the Necrospinous sheet there at the bottom.
Yeah. Anti-venom syndrome. Okay.
There you go.
Oh god.
Yeah, no. Any other character would have died. You just didn't notice. You couldn't really tell it was actually a heart attack because of the considerable quantity of side effects you'd currently gathered on yourself. But yeah, you might want to be more careful. It's entirely possible that this spine isn't actually a good thing to have. It's a little bit late to get rid of it, though.
Yep. Okay, that's. I should just not die.
Yeah, try to avoid dying. Who knows what will happen next time you die? Sometimes death is better.
Looks over at Simon. Just.
Giggles.
Just, so, one party member became a vampire for shits and giggles. The other party member is afraid of becoming something worse than a vampire.
So
I didn't become a vampire for shits and giggles.
Did it for the immortality. I'm just gonna, like, pull this out the GM layer for shits and giggles.
You know what my favorite part of that
So-
No damage.
is? No damage.
Yeah, it's very apt on you.
So, I know this thing came from fairies and stuff.
Yeah.
The spine. So I'm like, I rolled a knowledge. Unseelie.
Okay.
Can I get anything out of that? What do I know? Do I have any insight on what's going on with Sandra?
Well, there is a natural place in the world for the Fae and mortals, where Fae exist within a land of impossibility. Their existence is based entirely on the fact of whatever legend spawned them, or something similar to that. Fairies aren't sure, and they don't really want to look into it, frankly, because that seems like trying to unravel the secrets to destroying yourself. Mortals aren't meant to become Fae. Like, that's weird. That's fucked up. It happens in a few stories, and none of those stories end well for the mortals or the Fae. And what Sandra did was jam a bunch of Fae shit into her body on purpose in order to change herself in some kind of fundamental way. It's obviously granted her powers, but you're not sure what the end result could be. You yourself are pretty certain that she's made a terrible decision.
Welcome to Sandra, everybody.
Not. I'm.
That said, the actual result, you have no fucking idea.
Who knows? Maybe I'll turn into a changeling.
Or a Necron.
No damage. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the morning of the 26th. You have ice cream and margaritas. You've been informed that Sandra temporarily died, but is doing okay.
She's doing okay.
For some reason, her skin color and eyes have changed.
I'm sure she's fine. Probably.
Probably. Maybe. What do you do? Wodehouse is going to help you prepare pancakes for Shadow
Maybe.
Mana.
Hey, pancakes.
Good old pancakes.
Delicious.
I mean, yeah. So, what are your character's plans? You have 3 days until it is time to sail out.
Well, I guess the first thing I should do is get some of that poison that we got from these death spiders and try and figure out how to make a synthetic version, since they're apparently going to lose like all kinds of potency in a week.
Sure. Give me craft chemistry. You're able to play around with your centrifuges and your fume closets and your inability to die from these poisons, thankfully.
You don't even have to wear a gas mask.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you should
I
just
still
it's a
do.
good habit.
Yeah, I still do. I'm a proper chemist. I take my work very seriously.
Sure thing, dickface. But yeah, okay, with a craft chemical of 35, synthesizing a poison is difficult, especially when you look at a poison you can obviously see, well, that shit's also magic, and magic is cheating, because magic isn't really science. But there's probably something useful you can bring out of it. You could definitely use it to create, like, more anti-venom from this stuff, specifically to the poison, as opposed to, you know, the person it got bitten into. Because beforehand you had to make, like, well, not you specifically, you were actually still technically poisoned and a carrier of the poison. But the others technically had to have their blood used as the sample with which to anti-venom, and it would only work on the person you drew the blood from. You could probably craft an all-purpose anti-venom for this death poison type.
Alright, that's pretty useful in case we ever encounter them again.
Yep. It would be, let's see here, I believe it is an anti-paralytic poison, or an anti-neurotoxin.
Cool.
So, yeah, you can use the samples. How many samples did you have?
Give me a second to look in our loot. We have 6 poison sacks, so let's say 2 of them so far.
Alright, yeah, the 2 seems like a reasonable number for figuring out this anti-venom. You could probably produce... roll me 1d6 plus 6. Alright, you produce 10. 10 anti-neurotoxin / paralytic hypos. So now if someone gets jacked up on that stuff, you don't have to take them to a hospital and then use blood samples to recreate an antitoxin, like, cocktail, like was done previously. You can just, you know, give them a quick shiv with the hypo and keep them from, you know, like, having a death effect pinned to them. Just quite nice.
Yep, that's pretty good.
I mean, you could use it on yourself as well, because this would actually work on you, despite, you know, not having... Because you couldn't do it before, because you don't have a blood sample to draw from you. But this stuff would work on you if you want to spend it and no longer be a carrier of this death poison. It's your call. Your heart only beats when you're eating blood, so it would take you a few years to get it out of your system otherwise.
I mean, yeah. Let's get rid of the poison in me real quick, so let's just bump that down to 9.
Cool. Alright, yeah, you are now no longer a carrier of a paralytic
okay,
antitoxin.
Okay, hold on, wait. What if some animal bites Simon?
He doesn't have a beating heart, so they will bite Simon and nothing will happen.
I mean,
it would have to be some kind of arcane circumstance wherein Simon's poison passes on to someone, but he is still technically a carrier for that reason, because he has no way of processing it around his body.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't hurt to get rid of it. It's hard to think of an instance where it could ever come up, but it might at some point. For all you know, he'll like just come poison, and you don't want it to happen.
Yeah, that's not a good time for anyone.
I mean, it is a good time for you, but only temporarily. Unless you like them still. And it's fun for longer.
Wow.
He's a vampire now, I don't judge.
I mean, we gotta find life somewhere. We gotta have a little bit of life in people.
Yeah. Would you like a little bit of my life in you? Hey-oh. But delightful. So delightful. Fuck, I'm still just like a little bit in shock that you technically killed yourself. I didn't think that effect would come up for ages. I had that signed in my GM notes ever since you had it fucking put into you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, you would only discover it if you went down in a fight, usually. But, you know, if you poison yourself to death, I guess that also counts.
I guess. Yeah.
But there's more on that list, and I can't wait.
Well,
I can wait. I don't want to take away your character sheet.
Yeah, no, yeah. The sudden realization that might be the end result.
Yeah. It's not the first character whose character sheet I've threatened to take away if they go a step too far away from their character's humanity. like, I mean, Mahara's got that same warning. If she were to, like, essentially consume a second of those bracelets, then she would become a level of Fae, like a higher court she, and no longer have earthly desires or concerns. And then that character sheet would disappear. She'd become an NPC somewhere.
Which, as far as I'm aware, she likes having her earthly desires or concerns.
Yeah, she's really fond of those earthly desires and concerns.
They're the best.
Yeah, no. All of you have ways to
They
lose your
include a
characters.
daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be really sad. You would stop giving a shit about your own daughter because she's not Fae.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly. All of you have possible ways to totally fuck over your characters. It's fun discovering how you'll get there, really. Nyx went that way, Vex went that way when he went into gay pornography. He's climbed into a dark hole he's not climbing out of.
Nope.
You could look it up, all that Shadowkind porn, though. He's doing well. That last time was a pretty cool gangbang.
Oh, Vex.
Yeah, he likes to be treated dirty. And, like, let's face it, Dr. Hunter will fail so many saves versus gay, he'll force himself to give up his own character sheet.
No.
Simon will turn into a double vampire after an acid trip makes him consume another vampire and diablerize them. Then he gets hunted down and killed.
What?
Yeah, we'll just.
Ash is too new.
Yeah. Ash. Yeah, I can't wait to find out the way that she disappears forever, and I have to take a character sheet away. So much potential. Maybe she'll just get killed by her companions M14. How much longer are we going? We can wrap it up now if you'd like. We're at 4 a.m. local time here. Mers is sick. My voice is pretty knackered, and I'm hungry for food.
I don't know what we were supposed to get along to this session, but it went at a pretty good pace.
Yeah, it was meant to be just prep before you go on a fucking what is effectively an Atlantic/Caribbean cruise ship hunting after ocean mysteries.
Yep.
Yep.
Instead, you spend the entire session getting high.
Excellent.
And then dealing with the aftermath.
Go on the boat, but then we got eye.
Oh my god.
I'm okay with this.
Okay.
We had fun.
This is a fun.
Alright then. But yes, think on prep stuff because I would like to get to the boat next session. Yeah, for now then. I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourselves regardless. Didn't really get up to much, but we've seen another character reveal their potential end game.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I give you guys all the warnings. Like, Nick's got all these warnings, and I thought, at least no one else will make this mistake, and Sandra got all the warnings. I'm like, well, it'll happen again, I guess. So many warnings. I really try. I feel bad when I kill players. I'm just like, fucking hell. Unless it's a fight. I'm just like, do the different thing. I know. I won't feel bad.
I wanted to find out more about my spine. I found out more about my spine, and now I still don't regret the decision, mind you. But I'm like, I should be careful not to die.
Yeah, yeah. But alright then. If you were watching in the VOD, or you were watching in the stream, I hope you will have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care. And please don't do drugs. They will not give you wizard powers. You'll suffer ego death.
Don't do it. It's not a good time.
Do all the drugs. It's great.